before we give her a round of applause, I would like to tell her that you're an amazing lady. You really did a great job in the society. Oh my God, I will talk about all of these. The only thing that I would like to say, she's have been involved in 5 boards of organization and 3 committees and a bank leader, which is I'm a banker too. I love you. So let me welcome on the stage and give a big round of applause to Her Excellency Aarefa Al Falahi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Maitha, for the lovely introduction. Thank you, Dr. Musa, for accepting us to be a part of this successful event. Thank you, Berkeley's Investment Club, for the invitation. And this is my second time to come for the conference. And I will come continuously to be a part of the success of this organization, because I feel the value of being in such network. Today, I believe tomorrow, we are celebrating 28th of August, which is the Emirati Women's Day. So let's clap for the women, not only Emirati women, for the all women, because they really deserve the recognition. And in 2015, when Shaikh Fatima bint Mubarak, she decided to put, to nominate a date, which is 28th of August, she meant it. It's not only a day where they want to announce. It's just because for the sake of, keeping the people silent or to say that they are empowering women. It's really, they felt that the reality says that the woman has so much achievements, it has to be recognized worldwide. And this is what happened. And by the way, we are in a country which believes in the women empowerment and the women involvement. If you go 50 years back, you will realize that during the market demand at that time, woman was empowered in home. She is the mother, she's the sister, she is the wife. She was taking care of the family members, where the man used to do his investment outside the country because the life was so difficult at that time. It wasn't the scenario like today. It wasn't a rich country. If you go to the history, UAE 50 years back, it wasn't a rich country. But because of the leadership vision and subhanallah, alhamdulillah, because we had the petrol and the proper strategy, the life has changed. The history of UAE changed from poor country to one of the richest country in the world. Why? Because they believed in the human. It's not about the only strategy. Who worked in the strategy? The man plus the woman. The woman is the half of the society, not only at home. She used to be, a woman who used to be set at home taking care of the generation of the future. So today, the leaders who you are seeing them in the societies, in the country, in the companies, they are the leader which she has invested her time 50 years back. She has invested her effort, her money, her time to ensure that they are well prepared for the future. And that's why wherever you go to any of the companies today, you will see UAE nationals, whether they are male or female, representing the life of that woman who invested so much, who sacrificed her time to ensure that she is delivering that generation to the country. Today, I believe if you go to the history, you will see the woman. She was not only taking care of the children, she was only a part of the family when it comes to investment and money. She was the lady who used to sit and educate the other neighbors' children so she can generate and earn some money. She's the one who used to take the money from the husband and invested somehow in the handcrafts and other things. She was so smart, she knows how to manage her family expenses and how to ensure that the family run during the absence of the husband, because the life was so tough where the husband used to go outside the country for months, not only for days. And today, see what she has done. Today is the investment which she has generated 50 years ago. And what we have seen today, not only men who can have the decision-making or leadership positions in the countries. We can see even females. And today I'm very proud to say that many of the UAE nationals, they represent companies, not only the government. They go to the government, civic government, and even private sectors. It's not easy to hire UAE nationals in private sectors because private sectors, they look for the investment which comes with the returns. And they are not going to invest in a woman or a man if they are UAE nationals, and they don't know how to give a return back. That's the investment. Am I right? They are not the government. The money doesn't come from the government. It's not funded from the budget of the government. So today you can see that if you look around, women, they represent, like I'm coming from the banking sector, Maitha. I believe you will be so happy to know that as a UAE nationals, female UAE nationals, we are representing 77% of the UAE forces in the banking field, which is again, it wasn't the scenario when I joined banking sector 20 years back. When I joined banking sector, I will tell you one of the story which I really very proud of it. When I joined banking sector as a branch manager, I was the only female branch manager in Ras Al Khaimah society. And at that time, the society could have not accepted a woman to be a bank manager because not easy for a man to come and discuss his financial issues with the woman. That was the concept. Am I right? If you go 20 years back, 30 years back, I believe even your father will never discuss his financial issues with his wife, صح? That was the scenario. He always feel that I'm a man. Why I should discuss my family, my financial issues with my wife? And sometimes they don't even disclose their salaries. They feel that the woman, yeah. Why? He can. So your father is really a role model for the men. So let's give him a clap because I tell you, I'm coming from the society where male, UAE national male, they never discuss that. Why? Because I have experienced that. So when I started joining the banking field, they say, where is your manager? I said, which manager you are looking? He said, no, a male manager. I said, the problem is we don't have a male manager here. We have a female manager. It's little, but because the mindset has been changed. So he said, okay, who's your boss? I said, even she is a female manager. He said, why are bank hiring a female in such position? Because that was the mindset. And I'm coming from Ras Al Khaimah, which used to be a very conservative compared to other Emirates. So that was the scenario 20 years back. Today, those customers who used to, have that resistance because of, dealing with the woman in that position, today they are the one who is sending customers to me for financial consultation. So that's the mindset has been changed for, throughout the years. So women involvement in many sectors went to the struggle, went to the, a lot of effort. We have changed the mindset of the people from being a wife, a mother, a sister, and daughter, where, just their role, in the house, to the role which is more dynamic. Everyone is taking, the, benefit of it. And the society, they believe in the woman empowerment. I'm telling you that today, wherever I go, when they go and they nominate a name, they never distinguish the position being male or female. They say the talents. Is she talented enough? Is she worthy to take that position? And today, when you talk about the 5 board memberships, I will be very honest to you. I never, throughout my 20 years, I never go and knock the door of the organization. Give me a job. I never do. I believe in something that you sell yourself through your achievements. You sell yourself with your network. You sell yourself with your confidence. I never go and knock at the door because I believe in one thing. If you are good enough and your job talk, then you don't need to go and knock the doors of the people. They will be running after you because I know for a fact, if you are good enough, the organization look for the good talents because they need to see the benefits, right? Because if they hire the good talent, then they get the job done. If they want to be successful as a leader or the owner of the organization, they will assure that they are having the right talents in their organization. And this is what happened in my case. And I'm sure with many of the leaders who are in the leadership position. Today, we are having, if you look around yourself, you will see we are having 9 ministers. We are having 7, ambassadors who are representing us worldwide. If you go 50 years back, we never represent our country outside the country, right? And proudly saying that we are having the youngest minister, which is, and her age is 22. You will never see that worldwide. The trust of the government, the society, and the talent of the UAE national woman. Let's talk about the education, and I really emphasize on this point. I am today in such position because of the education. My foundation was proper. My education has been, I got this specialized education because the government has thought that the woman should have equal treatment with the men to have the same education. And that's why when you say the gender equality is not only in the empowerment, to give the facilities to women as well as men at the same time. So we are equally treated. The woman, when it comes to the involvement in the UAE, there is a respect. And by the way, we are the #1 country, positions the #1 when it comes to respect to a woman. So I believe the UAE has done a great job. When we say respect to a woman, if you go anywhere, in any part of the world, you will see that sometimes the women get abused. However, our laws and Sharia policies assure and force the men to respect the women. So we don't have so much of violence, because men today in the UAE, they get scared of the women because they know that there is a government behind them. I'll tell you, they are scared. And when we talk about the women involvement, tomorrow you will see a slide saying that men involvement, because they will require men empowerment. And I'm telling you very honest, because women has showed the talent and passion, because I'll tell you what is inside the woman. There is a passion which sometimes you don't see it in a man. I'm sorry to say that. Because there is something in her, she wanted to assure that she is either equal or better than a man. And I believe you can feel it as a woman. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Yeah? You feel it, right? We feel something that is not, yeah, you feel it also, right? So, whenever I go today in 2022, after 50 years of, Union of UAE, I always hear from the men, you know what? I think after a few years, we are going to ask for the men empowerment. Because today, Dr. Musa, who's a male, conducting such event and conference, and he's representing a woman. Tomorrow, it will be vice versa. Women will be sitting here, talking about the empowerment of men, and we'll discuss about their achievements. So I'll tell you one thing, gender equality when it comes, I'm telling you, I don't like to be better than men, because my success came from the men. And they are the one who pushed me, and they are the one who were behind the success of Aarefa Al Falahi. And to be honest, I always believe in the balance. Balance is something that you don't have to be better than men, because otherwise you are going to disturb the balance. Even the universe, even the nature, even the family, society, balance has to be there. If you go to the workforce in any of the organization, balance has to be there. I want to see men equal women. And even the achievements, empowerment, it has to be equal. Then we are going to make, a healthy balance in community. We don't want to be better than men, to be honest, and we don't want to put men aside. We need their support, because we are without men, we cannot live in this universe, and vice versa. I don't think so, Dr. Musa, you can live in this universe without a woman. Yeah, not a wife, not daughter, no sister.
I guess some men always look for 4 women.
I'll tell you one thing, that the woman is the happiness. It's not only for the family members, not for their children, not there for, mothers, brothers, parents, and, and the husband. They are also happiness for the society. I'll tell you one thing, that if you look at the faces, you will see men, female, they are smiling. But bring all men. Do you think that they will smile?
Not at all.
Yeah? No. And I'll tell you that because of the woman, I can see the men in a good shape. Because they are fit, because they want to look good in front of the woman. They are shaving themselves on regular basis because they want to look good, right? They dress up well because they want to look good in a good shape. And they want to have a good position and good lifestyle because they want to get married and have a good life. They want to enjoy their life. They want to feel that they are a man, right? So woman has a great effect in the life of everyone. Everyone. In the society. And that's why, Dr. Musa, if men would take care of the women, in return, the men will enjoy. So that's my message. Ensure that you are keeping your, women, whether they are mothers, sisters, daughters, and even your colleagues at work. Ensure that you are making them happy. Because if they are happy, they will give you back that happiness. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have some questions.
A couple of quick questions, and as Her Excellency Aarefa is also president for Rasul Khaimah for Voice of Global Women. We have a structure like every Emirates, there is someone leading, and so I interact a lot of women, and mostly the local women also. They know all these things, that opportunities are available, but sometimes opportunities are not visible to them. So, because you are in Chamber of Commerce, Ras Al Khaimah also. And I remember in the last event, I introduced you some youth.
Yes.
Before, they were unable to reach to a guided platform. So I just want you to highlight for the local and other women that in Ras Al Khaimah, if they want to do business, if they want trainings, so what they should do.
First of all, answering your question, it's a very lovely question. How many of you from Ras Al Khaimah, raise your hands? MashaAllah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are already promoting Ras Al Khaimah here.
Wow.
I'll tell you, Ras Al Khaimah is a very potential area when it comes to talents, resources, and even when it comes to do business in Ras Al Khaimah. Recently, I'll tell you what was the issue with Ras Al Khaimah, that we are not promoting ourselves well. Because we were, doing our own thing in Ras Al Khaimah community, we don't go out. And today, if you see 6 people from Ras Al Khaimah in this event, which means that we believe that it's individual job to ensure that they promote Ras Al Khaimah. And I believe many people now, for the last 2-3 years, they have realized that Ras Al Khaimah went into promoting themselves, whether it's from the international media or from the social media. And by the way, we are having the finest social media influencers in Ras Al Khaimah, and I'm very proud. Being in Emirates Club, I'm having almost 15 influencers, and one of them, the lady which you have mentioned, she's having 600, followers. So we believe in, it's all about how you take things, seriously. Plus, how you're going to promote yourself. If you don't believe in the promoting things, then you're not going to grow, because competition is high. If you talk about Ras Al Khaimah, there is a huge competition, compared to other cities. Ras Al Khaimah has great minds, has great resources. We have 5 ports. We have like an international airport. And by the way, we are having warehouses which as good as Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Ajman. But people, they don't know about that. Do you know that we do airplane body in Ras Al Khaimah? We manufacture airplane body in Ras Al Khaimah.
Wow.
Do you know that we do bulletproof cars?
Wow.
We manufacture that one. And we supply it in the Middle East. Do you know that a Shaikh landline or Lyland factory, you know that being in Indian and Pakistani, you should know it's a very famous car company, right?
Yes,
we are having their factory in Ras Al Khaimah, and we supply it to the Middle East. So we have so many good things in Ras Al Khaimah, but the only thing, and do you know that I just want to highlight this one because I proudly can say it, and every Ras Al Khaimah member can say it. You know the steel, which is, they build the Burj Khalifa. It comes from Ras Al Khaimah. The entire building, the steel, comes from Ras Al Khaimah.
Wow.
But the only thing that, yes. And if you go to any hotels in the world, not in UAE, in the world, you go to the Europe, and when you are going to eat in one of their finest restaurants, go and check the plates. Flip it. Rak ceramic.
Yes.
So Ras Al Khaimah has a huge potential. I don't have to market it because you will say, oh, she's from Ras Al Khaimah, so she can market it. And being in RAK Chamber of Commerce, I meet a lot of delegates, ambassadors, councillors, and they are so amazed with the great opportunities. And for last 3 years, especially during the COVID-19, we have seen a lot of ambassadors coming to Ras Al Khaimah because they have seen the great potential on that one. So there is, affordable resources, there is affordable, There are raw materials, and we believe in having buyers, sellers in one roof. So this is one of the things we offer to our customers. And we are having something called SME conference, which is conducted on a yearly basis. We stopped it for last 2 years because of the COVID-19, but we do it where we bring all the investors, and free of charge, by the way. We give them the stalls for free. If you go to other cities or other countries, you pay for it, but we give it for free. And what they do basically, they see if they are suppliers, they get buyers. If they are buyers, they get suppliers. So this is the network we do. And we have done it 2 times. It went very successful. And we wish to do it for last 2 years, but because of the COVID, we stopped it. But I believe in coming years we are doing also something called a Stevie Award, which is Middle East and the North Africa. And I believe many of the companies in the UAE, whether they are FIWA, DIWA, Atisalat, they have been nominated with awards in Ras Al Khaimah. So we are conducting that event in Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah has a huge potential, only that you have to look. But I know that being in Dubai, maybe for example, you see Dubai as a huge potential, and you might not hear the noise of Ras Al Khaimah, because Dubai, it's by its own, it's like, you know,
No, we need
like
to
a
hear the
little.
voice of Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah, Ras Al Khaimah. We need that.
This is what I want to say, that 7 Emirates of the UAE had great opportunities, had great potential. It's only about what you need, basically. They are, you know, it's all about the demand. Your demand might fit in Ajman, it might fit in Sharjah, it might fit in Ras Al Khaimah. But I will tell you that if you need any support from Ras Al Khaimah government, I'm always there for you. So thank you.
That's a big support that we need. Thank you very much for joining us today.